We'll wait till everyone is in.
Yeah, I'm loading it up now. Excuse me. I am feeling pretty under the weather. I've been sick for the last couple days, so bear with me.
All right.
You need Lannister to look at that. I'm just kidding. Yes.
Get out of here.
Lannister,
Do
please
better.
keep your weird blood vials away from my open wounds.
Yeah, could you not touch me with that STD infected blood, please, shade it? Nah. I don't know where you got it, but I don't want it.
Everything. He's got dragon.
STD? No. You got it all wrong, my friend. My blood is pure.
This
Very
is the first
pure.
time. This is the first time playing on my
Lannister,
new.
Hold on.
What were you saying about your blood being pure?
Hold on. Here, yeah, it's
As opposed to my impure blood?
Yeah.
Technically, I'm pretty fucking. Mine's just actively burning, so it's.
Cyber,
Huh.
you need to mute your mic in the game.
Thank you. I was trying to say that.
Sorry. Okay. But yeah, this is the first time that I am playing with y'all on my new PC. I'm kind of excited. Pretty
There
good.
you go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good. Oh yeah. I need to find some food.
Oh yeah.
I need to find some food.
Are you excited to be up in a tree, Lannister? Because that's where we're at right now.
I'm always in a tree.
Indeed, we are. I remember we are
In a
up
tree
in a tree.
underground, but we do not know that.
Yeah. No.
I actually don't know where I am. I can't remember.
You're probably still in the tree.
You were watching, and then you went
crawled
about
back
your own
up
business.
into a tree once we realized we weren't under attack.
Grador fell asleep,
Well-
so he has no idea what's going
Well, I also went to go help the people that were statues, right?
Well, that was
I
before
would-
we got attacked. That was like way before.
I feel like we should give a recap.
We got attacked?
No, but you
should-
said that
we
you
should
saw
give a
there's,
recap.
you said that you saw
There's-
visages in the forest, and
Oh yeah. And
And
then
we
y'all
were-
took off and did the
yeah, we were conflicted on whether we were actually in danger.
Well, I just said what I saw with an extremely high perception. Sorry, I was wrong.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Sorry.
Lumeris is rather high-strung at this moment. Everyone else is like, we don't know what's happening.
I'm always high.
Yeah, all
High
the
strung.
plot central people are worried, but everybody else isn't.
Lannister's I hope you know that.
Wow.
Lannister's disposable. Don't worry.
You were worried about being attacked. What are you
Man.
talking about? You went and flew up in a tree and found we were underground.
Well, yeah, no, that's
Nah.
that's Lumeris, not Lannister. Lannister,
Lannister, Lumeris,
grabbed.
they're like
Boom.
the same name.
I mean, names similar, people fairly different.
One is literally a rabbit.
We don't discriminate.
I wear red.
By the way, I've never asked, if you die, are we allowed to...
Are you
what?
allowed to what? Like,
Are we
cut-
allowed
you
to
cut
cook?
out.
do you want to
That's
finish
all I-
that sentence?
Are we allowed to cook?
If the rabbit dies, are we allowed to make rabbits too?
Oh my god.
No!
Take his
Dead.
feet.
No,
They're
you
lucky.
are not.
Wait, Max. Is there anything in the books where if they die, do we have to do some
This
cannibalistic kind
conversation
of farewell
makes me very
ritual?
uncomfortable.
Is there like a culture where it's like you sacrifice?
Because if Nox was
warriors?
around and Lumeris died, he just...
Quiet.
So I'm a straight up.
Quiet. Shh. I'm hunting rabbits.
Okay.
Okay.
Very yes. There is Lumeris is a Harangun. He looks a lot like a rabbit in the same way that a person looks a lot like a monkey. You would have just
Sharingan? Holy shit.
living in a world such as this, you would have rationalized that fairly quickly. Cyber, you do come from a society where eating people is kind of okay.
Yeah.
Sort of through survivalism and not letting things go to waste.
Yeah, I used to have 5 brothers. Now I only have 2.
Alright, I wasn't being serious.
Are we allowed to take Lumeris's limbs if they're lucky? So, like,
You gotta stop those mean fucking Nazgul motherfuckers from taking over first. Is what you gotta do.
Hey, yeah, lucky Lumeris rabbit's foot? Yeah, that'd work.
Lucky Lumera's foot's going up your ass if you guys keep going on like this.
Whoa.
He's gonna drop kick us like how a kangaroo fights.
So kangaroos actually fight pretty weird.
I've
They
seen
will
it.
attract. They will attract
Anyway.
their predator. They will attract their predator, whoever's chasing them and shit, to water, and then proceed to drown them. That's
but
how
ha-
they fight.
Have you
They
seen
drown
kangaroos
them.
fight each other? It's the funniest thing in the universe. They just get chest to chest and they hit each other in the face and occasionally kick each other.
Yeah.
It's really
No,
funny.
but if like they're being hunted or like feel threatened, they will just go and sit in like neck high water for them, and want the predator to come in after them, and then will drown whatever's chasing them.
I didn't think water existed in Australia. Thought it was a myth.
That's Ohio.
Mate, the whole place is surrounded by
No.
water.
No, our humidity is high enough that anytime anyone who's from like the West comes to Ohio, they're like, "Man, it's so like humid here." I'm just like, "Yes, welcome to the Midwest. You have entered the land where the weather is truly a dice roll." In 1 week, in the last couple of months, it went from like 72 humid, sunny to like 35 and snowy. It happens.
Snow.
It's real.
I love snow.
I had
Okay.
snow this week.
And now it's
Okay.
boiling.
And now it's warm outside. What is the temperature outside? It is
Lumerus, what are you talking about?
73.
No.
Really,
No,
that's
I'm not
it?
gonna-
It's
73?
59
What are you
outside
doing?
for me.
The tree is
Quite a
so
nice
tall.
day.
Well, the thing
Eight-
is, the temperature.
82.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the temperature in Ohio, it stays generally mild
I'm about to
in the
start
high
playing
end. It doesn't usually get much higher than like the mid to high 80s at max.
Hmm?
But
Hello?
Try my candy.
That's a joke only I get to make.
oh yeah, I know.
Love you.
But yeah, I love you too.
I love you too, man.
I mean, I guess yeah, you do whatever.
And feel the love tonight.
I have-
your love
I-
tonight.
We'll play D&D eventually, but first, karaoke.
I was about to
Exactly.
say I hand my talking stick to the DM here.
And
Hello.
now we sing Hey Ya.
Hey, give me back my talking stick, asshole!
No, it's mine.
Ah!
Give him back the wine.
Talking stick's not real. It's a myth.
I'm gonna roll the grapple real quick.
Oh, by
Roll
striker.
to grapple.
I rolled a shoot
Okay.
Lost
with my
striker.
gun.
Where'd he go?
I
I
thought you
pun-
meant
I
shoot as in the
punched-
grapple.
I punched Vobin to knock him out so the DM can.
No, that's not how this works.
You're not in the game yet. You can't punch him.
Yeah, but this is a non-combat scenario.
Alright, so we're gonna start. That's what's happening right now.
I'm
We're
gonna
starting.
go yell.
Trigger! Out of all the people! Fuck! Ah! I mean, out of everybody, you are allowed. Probably one or two, considering interruptions. Anyways, does anyone want to recap about what happened last time in the wonderful world of Mindune?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I
I
think I
can't
remember
confirm or
pretty good.
deny such a suggestion, but
Such suggestions? Alright. Last time, beginning of last session, you had arrived back from your adventure to the quaint village of Blighttown, very close to this verdant grove of which Angela had prepared for you in the midterm, a place to rest and recuperate, and possibly maybe go out and do some more work for him after retrieving and returning the stone you had found in the Tomb of Thor. After you had a conversation, began bonding with pets, and handed off 3 mysterious orbs, of which not was looked into, over to Azrael without question or protest. You all sort of set in to relax, tasking your host with the with the mission of retrieving some compatriots, comrades, and allies from your journeys so far or in your past before this adventure had started. As he is out to do this, the two more divine inclined individuals of your group, Lumeris and Lannister, attempted to dig into Lumeris's memories, which seemingly are withheld from him by a higher power, through a group meditation, of which the results were disconcerting and frightening, to say the least, with no answers being found and more questions becoming available. While this was happening, the members of the group, who were scattered around the grove, relaxing, talking to their companions, cleaning their gear, sharpening weapons, preparing spells, one of them, the newest of which, Smog, a new join, having found the grove in this Feywild environment through hardship and subterfuge and a journey that is perhaps a story for another time, joined the group. He, in his treetop perch, I presume keeping a anxious eye out, as is habit for your smoldering rogue, spotted a seeming blur in the air, a mote of distorted light that vanished as soon as you saw it. Further down the line, while this sort of group meditation was happening between your two more mystic inclined companions, I don't remember which one of you saw it, but one of you saw around 100 to 200 shimmering, sort of humanoid-sized sort of distortions
I think that was
surrounding
Smog,
the grove.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was still
Was it?
me.
It was you. Causing quite the massed panic. Weapons were drawn, wards were placed, battle positions were formed, initiative was on the teeter of the party's mind. However, it seems all was for naught. As the meditation ended, all returned to normal. The birds returned to their tweeting. The small animals resumed their burrowing and sneaking through the undergrowth, as insects took lift into the air into their swarms once more. And bar a mishap with a petrified log covered in petrifying spiders, the event was relatively... Well, the evening, I guess, was relatively uneventful. I believe none of you rested long time, like full on slept, went to bed and had a bit of a conk out. So the tiredness is looming, as well as anxiety, as we resume. Two of your companions are in a tree, discussing the findings of the very end of last session. If you would like to resume.
Yes. Nurse, may I suggest one thing?
What would that be, Lannister?
Since it will be quite difficult to take me beyond the walls of whatever this place is, if you want, I can see through your eyes, in a way. Now, what that requires is just a little bit of your blood.
Okay. I just kind of set my hand down onto the bark of the tree that we're standing on, and just induce a little growth of a little thorn to kind of tag me in, the finger. Draw a little blood. And
All right. So yeah, I'm going to channel divinity, use Crimson Bond, and so I'm just gonna tuck this up there.
All right. Your eyes fog over red,
Help. So
misty, and then are drawn apart like curtains, and you find that you are looking at yourself.
yep. All right, Lumeris. In this state, I am technically blind, as I am seeing through your eyes now. You should be able to just fly to wherever you are and Just show me where you mean. And you see Lannister. Well, I will see myself. Just kind of sit down on the tree, kind of cross-legged.
Lumeris, you see through the mask, the eyes of the mask. Striker's normal sort of red and gold. Scalera, just his whole eyes, whites and all, just fog over red. Not like a blood-shot red, but like a cloudy, sort of almost milky pink.
Mhm.
And I presume
Alright.
you willingly failed a con save against this.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, Lannister. The magical wards appear to be pretty strong. So I'm hoping this works. I don't know if I have a guarantee.
Well, this is much
Either
safer in a
zip
way.
it or
If
get out.
if anything considering. So
I forget, Max. Did you say that the
Move.
like the radius of this area was?
Oh,
Massive. More than a few miles. 15 or so? 15 miles?
Okay.
It's a massive, massive place.
What I'm gonna do then is just checking something really quickly.
And that's a rough
Um,
estimate. You're just going off of just sort of what you see out there.
Yeah. Just 2 seconds. I mentioned to Lancer, I was like, all right, I'm going to bring you with me towards the edge, because this is a massive area.
that is fine.
So I'll go ahead and, seeing as I asked you about it last time, instead of an eagle this time, I go ahead and I transform into a giant swan. And I kind of
Man, if I was to imagine this like Lannister's POV, it would be so freaking trippy.
You're
Oh.
blind, bud.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because
I
I'm
go
seeing
ahead-
through Lannister's eyes, so it's kind of weird.
Yep.
I go ahead and kind of like
So yeah,
presuming he
Lannister
still has the
is a little more.
sensation of touch. I kind of go ahead and kind of basically scoop Lannister up like with my wing onto my back. Because I don't think swans quite have the talons that eagles do.
Bite him. Hold on to his robes with your mouth.
Yeah.
But the wing is much more aesthetic.
Yeah. So
You feel sort of a strong force sort of pushing you.
Oh.
Onto
My
something.
apologies.
I got a long neck. I kind of crane my head back so that he
Yeah.
can see kind of what I'm trying to do.
From his eyes, you definitely see that he's trying to guide your. It's a weird experience.
Yeah.
It's like you're like not. It's like you're in a free floating third-person camera you have no control over, trying to
You're
move yourself
feeling
onto the back of the storm. But Lumeris knowing this does allow you some better angles than someone who is maybe not aware. So you firmly mount the back of the back of this one.
Okay, and then I'll go ahead and take off.
All right.
And make for the border.
Yeah, swans need to run up. So you fall out of the tree until you are going fast enough that you stretch your wings out, and in a huge sort of gut to your stomach to your loins, just sort of you feel the G's of the giant swan catching air, Lannister. And you are airborne. The sensation is nice.
Mhm.
The last time you were flying, you were falling. And this is a much more soothing experience. Not that you can see from your own perspective.
I also just realized that since we talked about it, I just realized I can totally speak common when I'm a swan.
Yeah.
And I could have actually told him to get onto my back. Just
You are a
totally grabbed
giant
my-
swan. Yeah, you are a magic creature.
So yeah, make for the border.
Sometime in the air, you make for the border, and you You spot where the trees are sort of funny. You fly towards them as they sort of correct themselves. You are close enough to have Lannister off of your back if you wish to leave the boundaries of this
Yes.
place.
I'll go ahead and kind of glide down in a light on the top of a tree again. And I can say, all right, Lannister, this is where you get off for the moment.
All right. Lannister will attempt to get on top of the tree off this one.
I'll make sure to look, and make sure that he's not, in any danger of falling.
Sure.
And
Yeah, he's good.
I'm gonna sit
Okay.
down, cross-legged, and I'm like, all right, ready to go.
All right, and then I'm going to take off once again and cross the border.
All right, you set off and out until you reach the precipice and cross. Lannister, you find that your vision ends, and you are atop the tree.
Okay. Shit.
You
I'm
do
gonna try.
see off in the distance, sort of a water droplet effect, sort of the ripples in some sort of field in the sky, where you probably could guess where Lumerus left from. Lumerus, you were outside the shield, sort of flying around.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't know probably that he can't see, so I'm gonna
I'm
probably spend some time.
gonna. I'm gonna summon Solus.
Mhm.
Solus. Wherever Lumeris flew, I'm gonna point in that direction.
Okay.
Try to fly in that direction as fast as you can.
Okay. And just starts worming off, not really fast, probably 30 feet.
Yeah.
Not really sprinting or swooping, just gliding slowly, like a kite almost. Until he reaches a point and just sort of bounces off of something.
What is it?
I can't go.
Like you're being blocked?
Yes.
Can you see what it is?
No.
Okay. Can you sense anything?
No. You see, he sort of headbutts it again. Ah.
All right, that's fine. We'll wait here. We have to wait here until Lumeris gets back to us. We lost vision, and I'm gonna try to attempt ascending anyways to see if Lumeris. Lumeris, are you there?
The sending fails.
Okay. Well, I summon. Soul is back, and I'm just going to sit on top of this tree, and I'm going to. Yeah, just wait.
You see some ents below you, sort of walking around, giant trees, gargantuan creatures, just meandering. There's probably a group of 3 or 4 of them just talking to each other and in a tongue you don't understand, sort of deep, sort of. It sounds like howling bark and snapping branches almost.
Yeah.
But vocalized instead of the actual things happen. After a while, Lumeris returns.
Unfortunate
Go ahead
news.
and land back down on the branch.
Lumeris returns.
Did you feel that the connection was lost?
I don't
No,
know. Out of
not
character,
really.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think
You
I
willingly failed to save.
Yeah.
I lost contact with you as soon as you crossed. So whatever you saw out there, I was unable to see, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
That was my best shot at being able to see what you saw. But
Okay.
for now,
Do you want to see if you can cross the barrier? I could fly us down and could test it.
I mean, if we can, if you sure.
Very well. Climb on, and
All right.
I'll go ahead and kind of fly us down to where I kind of perceive the border to probably be, because it's a little hard to tell. But
Yeah.
Has anybody thought that maybe Azrael wouldn't want us investigating this barrier?
I mean,
You're not there.
Who
Yeah.
cares? We're the Council of Wizards.
You do not have sending. So yeah, you land next to the barrier. Or are you perceiving?
I'll kind of lead with my head and try and poke out.
You see
Uh,
Lumerus's head just disappears just through the air.
But his body remains like.
This big old swan body is just there.
Okay. I'm gonna try to put my hand at least in the general direction where his head is missing. You know what I mean?
Yep. You hear sort of a boom as you touch sort of a field. It's almost pliable, like wet wood, but
Yeah.
you can't pass through.
Okay. I
Pull my
tap.
head back in.
I tap on his body. I say, it looks like I can't get through it. How can you? What are you doing to get through?
There's nothing. I
You do
guess
remember
I'm just.
when you were on the outside? The outside of this barrier, there are just millions of
Mhm.
runes in Sylvan.
Yeah.
And when you approached it, two runes sort of they gravitated to the point where you were going to enter, and they were the two runes. They were the rune for Harangon and the rune for Friend.
I'm not doing anything myself. But the fields, the border from the outside, it's made up of an endless number of magical runes, and when I pass through from the other side, um, runes that would fit my description, Harengon, friend, in Sylvan, kind of converge on where I pass through. So I don't know. I mean, it's strange because I have the distinctive feeling I've been here before, and yet when I asked Azrael about it, he didn't recall. I know that. But,
Oh.
well, I was going to say, I know he had some things to talk about with me before he left, but he's gone now, so I'm left once again with questions and few answers.
All right. Well, let's go back to camp. You you go do what you need with Azrael. For now, there's no real point in really talking much about what happened out here. We really didn't find much.
So, yes, as you begin to head back, Cyber, since you've asked me, last time I did mention the way you entered this place is you were anonymously tipped off to crawl through a log next to a forest stream in the Feng Forest.
Okay.
You crawled through the log and you popped up here. You have no idea that this isn't in the Feywild. Or
Okay,
well,
so I
you have no
just-
idea that you think this is just on the surface of the Feywild. Is what you think.
Okay, so like I just think that like this was the other side of that log. I didn't know that. I don't have any recollection of like any kind of runes or anything like that.
Somebody promised you an answer to your problem.
Ah,
And
yeah.
you
And
crawl
that's
through a
why
log.
I was so angry coming through here, realizing that was fucking bullshit. Got it.
Those that are back at the Grove consists of everyone except for Lumeris and Lannister. You are growing tired. You guys have been up for a rather long time, and sitting around and doing nothing,
Yes. long
prolonging
day.
your energy is still running dry. Yes, you do.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're getting. I can kind of see it around the group. Y'all are getting pretty tired. If we need to take some rest and stuff like that, I just with everything going on and not really knowing everything about this place, I think we should maybe take a rest and watches. Two stay up, the others rest or something like that. And then switch off, obviously.
I think we're pretty safe here, for the most part. As long as there's no more smoke people show up.
Well.
However, I'm going back to the library, just for shits and giggles.
Understandable.
You re-enter the library.
Yeah, man, are you coming with me?
No, I think I shall stay out here.
Okay. I shall go in here.
You all
And so I
see,
do.
you all see Robin leave the group and cross the sort of the elevated lily pads into the hole in the near the back of the pond, and disappear with it.
Oh, do let me
I feel
know
like-
when the
I feel
when
like
the
I do want to
two
go in there as
return.
well.
I have some questions.
I feel like I want to go in there as well because I have not been in there yet, so I don't know what's.
I would like to go as well.
All
Well,
right.
then I guess I'll go with everyone then.
Oh, all my
Are you-
friends are joining me in the library.
Are you going to, Elaine? Or are you singing?
Yes, I will also.
Okay.
We all's going.
All
I
my
just,
friends join me in the library.
We're going reading!
It's time for book. Good. I love book. His favorite
Awesome.
food. You see
Recreation.
Yabna and Kui follow you in as well.
The book is
Will you
not for
please-
food.
Can you please do not eat our books? These are valuable.
I know he book.
Books are for reading, not eating.
Do
Yeah.
I
eat them,
realize?
but
Do
it's very
I don't
dangerous.
think they realize how smart she actually is.
Have I? Since I haven't really been around for their conversations, I've always kind of been looking out. Do I know that this is a library at all?
I mean, you
Well,
should.
you'll see it
Place.
here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, like I see it in a second. Okay. Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
Second, three.
Why didn't you tell me there was a forge, Bobbin?
I did. I told you yesterday.
Look,
Last
Are you
session.
going to make more things?
Yes.
As you approach
Wait,
Gridor,
hold
it
on,
is a
Max. I
strange
did
forge.
tell him about the forge, right? I
Shush.
thought I did.
You did. You mentioned it in passing. Nothing. Not a strong point in the conversation. Yeah, Gridor, you move towards the. It's not a forge in the normal sense. It is a sundial, and there is a groove around the outside that seems to be filled with an oil of some kind. It shines a silver, if that makes sense. It's black, but it shines a silver. And the heat, not only from the flames coming up out of the oil, but the hole in the ceiling beaming down onto the sundial is immense. If this is a forge, it would be the hottest forge you've ever been near. It would take special gear to remain within 5 feet of this forge for an extended period of time.
Am I back near where the actual books are? Is
Yes.
that okay? Cool. Yeah, I am. I have some own like investigation stuff I'm wanting to do to see if there's any books here about.
Is there an anvil anywhere?
No. Well, yes. There is a stone with a sword atop it, and a hammer. It's more of like a Japanese kind of forge, where the anvil's not this big thing, but this sort of smaller instrument you shape the blade on. But yes, there is an equivalent that you would know how to use.
It'll work.
There are also some bookcases way too close to the fire. A normal book would already have combusted in that range, but these seem fine. There's also a plant, a bonsai tree, also really close to the fire that is thriving. You also spot some sort of wrapped fabric, 3 sort of glowing blue gems, but on the cracks in their surface, it's like a pearl, sort of within, almost like they're lacquered, as well as some miscellaneous cloth and tools for forging, and a quenching sort of barrel.
So in other words, I can't use.
You could, but you'd take damage.
Maybe there's. Anybody know a spell that can let me get close to this thing without dying?
Well, I don't
Maybe-
know any
maybe-
spell.
Maybe it works like poison. Like maybe you have to like get a little bit of heat at the time, and eventually you'll be immune.
I don't
That's
think
not
that's how that
How
works.
that works.
No, that's definitely how that works.
I really don't think that's how that works.
I really think that's how that works.
No.
What was the goblin's name again?
Yubna.
Yubna!
You see her over by the tree, sort of just admiring the giant. It's not a sakura tree, but the leaves are shaped like perfect, like a card, like a diamond card. just like you're playing Go Fish or poker or whatever. They're shaped like that, and they look sharp, but just fantastic all the same.
Yubna,
Yeah. Yes.
is there a seed or a plant I could eat that'll make me immune to that fire up there for a little while?
Let me check. And she goes into her just this huge sack she carries with herself.
What are you fixing to forge, Bullman?
Something for you if you'll shut your damn mouth.
Well, if you, what? Whoa, where's this aggression coming from?
Yes.
I have never
Okay.
done anything to hurt you, Gradora. I don't know where this.
No, I don't know
Being
about
really
that,
mean
Bob.
to
If you
me. I don't like it. Not on me right now. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't do anything till Azrael gets back with my block of mithril.
I see. Well. Oh, this is another one. So let me see.
The
Second.
tree is pretty though. She sort of looks back up at the tree.
It is very pretty.
Where
Yep.
did those two go? The rabbit man and that.
All right, Twit. Thank you.
No, I'll try to have it next time. I'm sorry.
Don't worry
That-
about it. He'll
Does
live.
anybody have any card games we could play?
Oh, that's a splendid idea.
You can
I
quit
agree.
Queen's the card.
Yes, I don't happen to have any on me. Do you, any of you?
No.
Think I'll wait for Azrael
Let's go
to
find
get...
some cards.
Yes. Yes. I think that would be a good idea.
Maybe
Think
there are some in
while-
the library.
I think while everyone's distracted and kind of doing it, I'm looking through the books to see if I find anything to deal with the Thieves Guild of Felm.
No. Okay. Give me an investigation check.
An investigation check. Not the best. But
21. What do you
pretty
mean?
good.
You find a old dusty leather book. With the title is in Thieves' Cant. It's the symbol for safe passage.
Okay. I'd start looking through it for
The entire book is in Thieves' Cant, which makes it annoying to read. Thieves' Cant is like a momentary language of need to know information, like danger, knife, poison, target, things like that. This book is written in such a language, so trying to piece together what flower, target, poison, wheelhouse, bakery means is a little weird. But you managed to push through it. It is a internal ledger of taken from one of the not the Thieves Guild of Felm, but of one of the syndicates in Freeshore. I'll try to find the actual.
I also am wanting to hide this really quickly because I'm going to take it with me.
Go ahead. High DC because no one's looking at you except for maybe Elaine, and Elaine is in a defilade.
Yeah,
So.
I think Elaine had actually walked off. No. Yeah, so I sneak it. I hate to do this and steal all his people, but I also want to see if there's anything about the Embered Curse.
Sure. Give me another investigation check. Even though you rolled high enough, there are books about curses, but browsing through them, none of them mention yours. Not even in passing.
I think I kind of by the end of the fourth book scanning through, I'm just so mad that I kind of grip the spine and singe it and then put it back and then I'm gonna walk off.
You still have the ledger?
Yes, the ledger's on me.
I will I'm gonna try to get you that right now. That in factions.
And I want to go see what everyone else is talking about up here.
Sure, you see them around a forge. You pass Elaine, sort of strolling by the tree. Elaine, you see some of the leaves of this tree have scattered onto the ground. And as you investigate sort of closer to them, it appears that they're hard, like crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And putting it through your head as a connoisseur of death from afar. These would make some pretty damn good arrowheads.
Can I just can I just walk up to this since my skin is already completely ashed to almost like
Yeah,
rotten?
you find that you're relatively immune to that, actually.
Hey, is that not burning you?
What?
It is.
Everything's burning me.
It is, but compared to the durable stuff, it doesn't appear to be bothering you.
Okay.
I just turn back. I'm like, everything burns me.
All right, but is that bothering you?
No, it's just bright. I guess it's kind of hard to look at.
You, technically speaking, you do take 2 points of damage from the normal D1D20 damage, but you just take a constant 2. So every 5 minutes you're near that, you take 2 damage.
Okay.
That would have been useful in the twin statue room from the school we were in.
I kind of want to look at these books as well.
You try to pull one of those books from the shelves, but you notice that all of them are missing any sort of labels or signifiers. It seems like the same book, just over and over and over again, and you cannot pry one from the shelf.
Is it like blank? Like, oh, I can't even pry it.
No.
Okay, I was gonna see if I shined it in the light or something that it showed something.
They seem to be like there's a sort of a shimmering field around them.
Oh,
Just like they've been shrink wrapped in this magical protection.
just walking off, way more smoke coming off of me than normal.
Your clothes are a little on fire, but no more than they usually are.
Is this a pillar or like a pedestal?
It appears to be a place for someone to sit.
Yeah, so whoever owns those books really does not want anyone looking at them. It's like I don't know, like a ward or something across them.
Where did Elaine go? There she is. I'm keeping track of you. Yeah. Did you take a handful of those petals, Elaine?
Jerry,
Yeah. I don't know if my mic was picking me up. If she's busy,
What?
that's all right.
did you take a handful of the petals?
Yes.
You see Elaine come forward with these razor-sharp looking, probably 10 to 12 petals off of this tree. And upon further examination, Gridor, they look to be like crystals almost, but matter, look more opaque.
Oh wow.
Almost like porcelain, but a vibrant pink.
Can I see one of those?
Yeah, I'd like to see a couple if you don't mind.
Sure.
I like kind of examine it a little bit.
It's razor sharp.
It's razor sharp.
You
Is there,
actually
like,
you nick yourself.
Okay.
And your hand, and that's sort of a feat because of how calloused your hands
Yeah.
are.
So I like hold it by the like safe end that you would tie like if I was
The entirety of it,
making it into an area.
except
like,
for a little bit at the base where it connected to the tree.
Is there any grooves in it? And like, is there grooves at all?
There doesn't appear to be any grooves. It's just a smooth, sharp, perfect sort of diamond shape.
I'm saying,
like
would it be able to hold any kind of like viscous anything on it?
no, it's smooth.
Okay. Okay.
I
was gonna see if I can maybe poison a couple of them for you, but these are kind
I'm going to place one on the ground and I'm going to strike it with my enchanted blacksmith.
Sure. You hear a wretched crack.
Gridor, there's a time and a place for that.
Shut up.
I want to hold. Yeah,
You find that your hammer has fractured. It's not broken,
Karma.
but the hammer has fractured.
I want to hold, like, I want to take one and like gently set it in the palm of my hand, and then like just do like a tiny little bit of like what is it called? Fire hands? What's it called?
Hmm.
Just a little bit, just to see if any kind of heat does anything to it. So and it's
it ignites.
like
damn.
full on it.
Yep.
Okay. So
Damn it.
I found something you can do with these.
And then the fire fades, but little flecks of bright orange sort of, it looks like embers trapped within this crystal of a flower petal, just radiate intense heat in your hand.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
What happened?
Oh. Oh,
So when you struck
I
this,
drop it because it
you
like
drop,
got real fucking hot.
So
Yeah,
it
even
dropped.
to me that got hot.
Gridor, your enchanted hammer has fractured. I mean, it repairs itself because it's enchanted. But it fractures, and the crystal on the ground is perfectly perfect.
So extremely durable, very hot if ignited. Like that, I can't pick that up. I don't advise anyone else to pick it up.
What happened to what you did? What did you do?
I held it in my palm and like just used like you casted it on fire, basically. And I just wanted to see if it heat up, if it became brittle or something. I was just looking to see what it is. I as I'm talking, I think I hand the rest back to sorry, Elaine.
Elaine, I could probably fashion you a few bolts tipped with this.
Yubna comes over and sort of reaches for your palm, Elaine. Would you mind if I had one?
Sure.
I have an idea.
Be careful,
You see
they are very sharp. They cut me.
you see
Please.
she sort of grabs one, um, sort of wincing as you do see she does cut herself.
Never mind.
Pulls out a sort of a white seed that looks like it sort of gives off this wisping white, like it's been dipped in liquid nitrogen, and with her thumb jams it into the flat of the petal, and then you see the whole thing just freeze in an instant, sort of startling her. She jumps and squeals, and it falls to the ground in this block of ice about the size of about a quee's sort of fist, not like your fist, but just a little smaller. And then the ice melts, and then within the petal are these flecks of sort of ice. Oh, it worked! I don't know what they are, but I think they're supposed to hold elemental enchantment. Or something like that.
There you go.
I'm back. Sorry.
And she picks it up and hands it to back to you, Elaine.
Interesting.
It's quiet in here. You hear the chirping of birds and sort of the chittering of insects from outside. And above a large opening at the center of this room. This room is very large, but as it is circular, it is also domed, like a grand cathedral. But at the precipice of the dome, there's a large hole, of which you can see sort of bright blue sky, sort of white, very faint, fluffy clouds up in the distance. And that's above the tree.
Can I roll an Arcana check on the crystal?
You got no idea.
I've done stuff.
There's the circle!
Oh god.
You
have created a heresy. I shall attach the circle to your token, so you may forever remember.
I don't know how to do this. I'm sorry.
Well,
there you go. You were grouped to the. Oh no! Yeah, there you go. It's attached to you.
No. Oh no!
The more you do, the more they will attach.
No, please no. I don't know how to delete them.
You must figure it out. No, go up and click the mouse cursor on the top left. You're on the paint tool.
created a circle.
And if you'll notice, whenever he moves around,
No, please.
Well,
I can't see anything.
they move with him. Anyways, they sort of follow. You see these
go back,
faint,
like,
sort
4
of wisping, stinking brown circles just following Smog around.
Oh, get out of here.
Well, if anybody needs anything repaired or wants something made, if I'm able to use that forge, let me know.
Are you guys done in this sort of this space of wisping color and
I'm
fantastically.
gonna
I'm
sit
one-
right here till Azrael gets back.
I'm wanting to investigate this center piece on the ground.
And me and Yaman
You-
want to find playing cards.
Yes.
As you approach, your curse, the burning, disappears.
Like fully disappears?
Yep.
As in, like skin starts to grow back, or it just
No,
stops
you
burning?
you start to bleed profusely.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I'm gonna
Is
need
it
some
normal
help.
for the smoky
You
one to bleed?
you just see Smog just like his arms in the air like somebody dumped paint on him. But like
I am
blood is just
full-
pouring from his whole body.
I am full blown like crawling on the ground.
As
There's
you-
a huge
as
like
you
blood
leave,
smear.
you can't help but let out a guttural cry and scream as your curse comes back.
I think
need
Smog exploded.
fucking help. Oh, and this is like probably terrifying for people to
Yeah.
watch this happen the first time.
There are parts of your body that are unaffected by the curse, such as your eyes and other parts.
Yeah, but like
Um,
so it goes from bleeding profusely everywhere to starting just burning
Burn again.
across, like
Yes.
like ashing over as embers run across my hands and arms and legs.
Grador, is
And
he
I am just
okay? I think he
Laying
exploded.
there in pain.
I don't know, but I've seen worse.
Being worse than being skinned.
You see, Kui runs up and sort of slides down onto her knees and puts her hands on your chest, and she just says, pain, go away!" And your pain disappears.
Who has the? Oh, okay. I was gonna thank you. I was gonna ask who
gonna
had
come
more
back-
of that.
It's gonna come back real soon. It's gonna be back
Oh.
real soon. It's gonna feel
Okay.
really bad. Are you
I
okay with
need-
this?
Whoever has more of that jar of lotion stuff, I used
she
all
gave it
of
to you.
it, and I need.
She
I
gave it
used
to you.
all of it.
Oh,
That's the
you
first
just sort
relief
of see
I've ever
Yubna.
had.
You see Yubna sort of just staring over the. It's a 5-foot razor. It sort of descends with the stairs. She just sort of is there. She's like, "I'm sorry, I gave you all I had."
It's okay. I'm just gonna have to. I would not. I'm just gonna like. I'm gonna be over here.
And the pain is back.
Yeah, I just.
Just screaming, crawling away.
I don't want people to see this because like I know it is absolutely like this is the okay, I guess like out of character, this is the whole thing that like caused my family to banish me seeing this.
Yes.
So like it's bad. Like it looks gruesome.
Kui sort of looks at you, Grador, with sort of fret in her eyes. I hope he okay. He's bad.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
On this and just decide that I am just going to try to take Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on.
While this is happening, I'm gonna turn to Yaman and clasp my hands together, and I'm gonna say,
Okay, it
All right,
doesn't say it
where are the
on
cards?
Viper's Fight.
Well,
It
I
doesn't-
don't really have.
It doesn't say
We-
on
we need
Viper's
to
Fight,
find
but I
them.
want to
yes,
like
let's go find them.
I want to actually like bite myself and like hoping that my venom has some kind of numbing agent to it. It's like I want to actually slightly dose myself with my own poison.
It's just a poison. Yeah,
Just
you are
to
largely
numb the
immune.
pain.
You are largely immune to your own poison. If another Komodo bites you, you are largely immune to what they sort of the effects of that. You won't need to make the paralyzation check. But well, I'll let you say it. It does paralyze some of the gives you a numbness.
Yaman, are you coming?
You guys want to investigate the barrier. This is what's happening while you're doing that.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes. All right.
Alright, what have we learned?
The
Playing
circle
cards
in
are
the
hard to
middle
find.
is either really good for some people and really bad for me.
If it looks like a ritualistic area, don't step in it.
I didn't mean to step in it. I didn't even know.
We sort of
I'm
goes
not-
over and sort of dips her toe onto the wooden circle. I think he's safe.
No, don't even think about it, Quee.
I don't know. Are you cursed?
Yebna sort of comes down and says, I was in there a minute ago. What happened?
I
There's
think
just blood just smeared all over the floor in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, please watch your step.
And you see Yebna sort of enters. See, I'm fine.
Yeah, but he went in the very center.
I think it doesn't like curses. Just a thought.
You see, sort of Kui sort of sort of her concern turns to just this brightness in her eye, and she turns to you, Gridor, and says, "Gridor, here!" She sort of reaches out her arms to try to gesture you forward.
I'm staying on the
Yes.
outside of this. I'm just gonna.
Gridor, you didn't notice the first time you came so close, but you do feel something lifted from you as you get through the sort of the precipice of the circle.
Hold on, my son just screwed something up. Threw a ball and hit my damn. All right, continue.
As you enter the circle, you didn't notice the first time you entered, but you do feel something lifted from you.
I feel funny.
Find
Like
something down there.
you're not nearly as angry as you were, even though you didn't know that you were angry. You just feel that lifted from you, that sort of weird underlying rage.
Can I investigate this? Is it just like a symbol on the ground that has magical or is there a mechanism or is there anything that can be changed to it?
Arcana,
Anything like that?
please.
Arcana? Alright, let's do some Arcana.
I'm gonna help with that.
Okay, good, because I can't roll for shit.
Yeah, we'll say that second 11 was the advantage. So 2 11s.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh, okay, an 11 and a 16. We'll take that. So the 16, it's magic. It's real. It's like strong ass magic. You know, and through that, you do notice looking up, the sky outside is a mirage. It's almost like that heat mirage you get off the road of interchanging daylight and sort of twilight night with stars. You look up, and it is crystal clear blue. Just blue with a tint of gold.
Do I know if it
Yeah.
matches the sky outside at all, or is it completely?
It does. It's completely different.
It's completely different. How
you catch
high
wisps
up?
of like tumbling sort of strings of gold through the air. And you do hear, since you're giving it extra attention, sort of vague, almost like choral calling. Like a sort of an elevation of voice. A very angelic sort of sound.
I want to take my one of my ashen daggers, and first I'm gonna say, hey, if this works the way I think it will, I'm gonna need somebody to pick this up. Just letting you know. And I want to throw one of my ashen daggers to the center of this to see what happens to it. Like because it kind of has the same thing as I do.
It sort of putters out and just sort of skids across the ground.
And like I try to like reconjure it, can't.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna need someone to pick that up. I'm sorry, so that completely cured my curse when I was in it. As soon as I came outside of it. So my daggers and my other weapons kind of have the same stuff going on than I do. So that no longer has an ashen anything. And I can't put my arm back in that. Could someone hand that to me?
You see, everybody just sort of goes over, reaches down, picks it up, and brings it over. Here.
I grab it and like at first I kind of like look at the dagger because this is the first time I've ever seen it. You know, not or it's been at this in a long time. It's been like normal, and as soon as I like grab it, it like ashes over again, and I just get sad.
Looks well crafted, almost elven,
and I just get sad because it just goes back to. I just let it dissipate in my hand. I definitely like. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. Oh, okay.
And then I'm just gonna go over here and pout, I guess.
The ambience of this room is very much music bot. Sort of the chiming sound of birds. Very distant. It's very serene in this place. It is a low, sort of cool temperature. Almost like it's been very well air conditioned. the smell of warm grass mixed with morning dew sort of sweeps the air in this place, giving you just a sense of almost invulnerability to just the negativity, the hardship, the things that are wrong right now. Anyways,
Why am I not angry anymore?
try to bear. Sort of, Queen makes stretches her arms out and sort of curls her fingers into claws.
Oh, is Gurdor doing the bear thing?
And I will try to become full-on bear.
I feel like
Nothing
there was a completely internal struggle there where he was mad that he wasn't able to be mad, but then he couldn't be mad because of the thing, and then he was mad because he couldn't be mad.
Your bear, the shape change fails.
What? I thought he was doing the bear thing. Lame.
What's the bear thing? I kind of want to know what the bear thing is.
Dude, it's crazy. He gets on all fours and he turns into a bear. It's crazy.
Pretty cool, actually. Bears will kind of fuck shit up.
And I
So
don't
this
know
is what
how,
it
but he
feels
gets
like to
hairier.
You don't look like a bear yet, so
Apparently this thing lifts curses. As long as you're inside it.
I'd have to say your curse is probably a lot cooler than mine.
Does everybody
it's
just have a curse now that we need a designated curse circle?
You think it's fun to turn into a bear?
I think it's fun not to be burned across all of your body consistently.
Oh, so having your bones break and reshape themselves every time you turn, huh?
That could actually be painful.
My illness is worse than your illness. Sorry. I gotta laugh at the context.
But if we're being honest, I'd rather my bones break every time and reshape than be
always be broken.
than always be on fire.
Yaman,
I think-
keep looking for the cards. I want to see what the hell they're talking about.
I think
I
you
never-
got you got the shittier end of the stick.
I never have to be cold though.
Wait, what's up with this circle?
Well, then I guess you'd better get used to Quee cuddling with you at night then.
Oh God. All right. What? No. I would rather no one do that.
Cuddles?
No. I would rather no one
Yes.
do that.
Quee, go cuddle him.
No. I would rather do that.
Quee, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he wants.
Queen was
I
not
am-
Queen type.
I am stepping out of the circle.
No offense. Very handsome lizard. But Queen
No.
not Queen type.
And what happens to me?
You feel that, like almost like a migraine, so that seething come back.
Oh, there it is.
Hold on,
You
I
do
gotta
the bear
test
thing
out
now?
this circle for myself. If it solved Grador's anger issues, dude, imagine what it can do for me.
No,
Nothing
Bob, when you enter the
happens.
circle, you fall unconscious.
Ah!
Everyone else does not see Bobbin fall over, however. You all see Bobbin sort of enter and stand at the center and look up through the hall.
Hey, I wouldn't look directly into the sun or something. I don't know if that's a sun, but
You see he looks back at you, Gurdor. His eyes are a flare with this deep purple energy as the tatau on his arms and on his forehead come back. And then in a sort of a vibrant flashing, almost like, again, like Maori tattoos, sort of the styling around the faces and the emphasis around the eyes and the cheeks. Lines of purple energy begin to form, and then he falls over.
laugh, get him out of the circle.
But even though you are
Bobbin
laughing,
has literally died, and Grador's like, ah, sucker.
yeah, Gregor, even though you are laughing, you did feel in danger very briefly.
Do I notice that Vauban has collapsed?
Somebody make sure he isn't dead.
Yeah,
you saw Vauban.
I pull him out because
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal with it. Because
It's just the curse goes away. You start bleeding, and now you're on fire again.
Yeah,
you can't hold Vauban anymore, but you did drag him out.
I just let an arm in.
No! And she just chases after you, just rummaging through her package. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sure,
It's
have
okay.
some
It's okay. It's okay. It's not really okay, but it's okay. It's okay.
And then those two will go about that back and forth for probably the next 5 minutes.
I'm gonna slap Bobbin across the face to try and wake him
Asshole.
up.
Robin, you are awake.
Ah! Asshole! You did this to me, didn't you?
I was just making sure
I
you
bet
weren't
you hit
dead.
me over the head again, huh? Is that what it was?
How can I hit you in the head across the room?
I thought your anger issues were fixed, bud. You may need a couple more minutes in that circle.
You stepped in the center of the circle, glowed purple, and then passed out.
I what? Huh?
Bob and I advise a shower, just letting you know. I might have bled a little bit on you.
Is there black ooze
Your
on
wrists do feel singed. Ever so slightly.
No, also, I just bled all over him because I reached
Yes.
it.
You are covered in blood again.
me? What the fuck are you talking about, Gridor? It looks like I'm covered in blood, not any of this purple shit you're talking about.
That's
Don't
not
worry,
your
that's
blood.
fine.
That's his blood.
Don't
Whose
get
blood?
any of it in your eyes or mouth. Don't do it.
Ugh. Kind of brush it off.
You know, there's a bathing pond outside, and you're the only one that hadn't bathed yet.
Uh-huh. I'm sure
Well,
that's
take
my
us-
problem.
Gonna take a step back. You're kind of raunchy.
I think I finally
Says the
get done
bull
talking.
man.
It's like I promise I am okay.
Also,
Okay.
Just so you do know, you did notice Bobbin pass out, and then immediately be dragged out of the circle. Then
Okay.
He's back.
I wish to run over and check on him.
he's breathing awake and yelling at Gridor.
What did you do?
I don't know. I stepped into the curse fixing circle, and apparently I glowed. And
What
it's
do
all
you mean you
Gridor's fault?
How's it my fault? You're the one that stepped in the circle, and then
Because you knocked
glowed.
me out.
How did I knock you out?
Did you
standing
see
across the
him
room?
knock you out, or do you think he knocked you out?
I know he knocked me out because that's how I always. That's how
No,
it always happens.
knock you out.
No,
That's
but
all
I can't. I can knock you out if you like.
I'd like to see you try, big man.
He probably could.
To be honest, I would also like to see that.
Don't encourage him.
Okay, everybody like to see it. I step forward and knock Bobbin out.
Before he does, can
I wish
quick draw my
that
gun?
had to stop
Okay,
him.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
I want to quick draw my gun if this fucking works.
I'm worried about him falling back in the circle. I want to help with this.
All right, so Gridor, you step forward and you take a swing at Bobbin. Bobbin, I need to with a dex. You tumble back into the circle.
Damn it!
Bobbin's the tattoos, the eyes come immediately back. Bobbin pushes a hand out towards your chest, Gridor, and you are tossed out of this area. You go flying back through the door behind you.
Ah!
I
wish to run in and check if
Am I
Alvin's okay.
unconscious or am I still
I'm
awake?
dragging
he's-
him out of
he's
the
in
circle
here.
again.
He's not unconscious. Just see, you try to
Oh.
enter and you can't enter the circle. There is something stopping
Hey.
you from entering.
That's what you get, you
Bobbin.
fat bastard!
Bobbin? Hey.
How are you?
You black out again, Bobbin. Just as soon as
Oh
you
shit!
tumble. You see that Bobbin looks at the two of you intently. Like he's not looking at you, he's looking into you.
I want to do an inside check.
Damn, why the hell can't he use that shit in combat? It'd be handy.
With an 18, even the way he structures his face, like the way his face rests, Bobbin's face rests, usually isn't in this. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute.
There you go.
Is much more stern. Sort of the goofy, concerned, anxious has been replaced with a stern, calculating gaze.
I want to know if he can still be talked to.
Vaguely. You haven't tried.
Bobbin? Hey, look at me.
Am I
He looks
able
at
to
you,
respond?
Bobbin.
but doesn't respond.
Bobbin, let's just calm down. It was a joke. Okay. Look, did you see what you did to him? I think you proved yourself. You're a badass. Let's just take it a step down just a little bit.
He raises a finger to his mouth, like to
One
like
second.
to shush you, and then he collapses again.
I drag him back out again.
Yubna grabs you by the tail. You sort of hear like the singeing of like skin as she with like amazing strength pulls you away from the circle. While Kui runs in and drags Bobbin out.
I was gonna do.
I can't.
Damn
let
it!
him
I was
stay
gonna
in there.
do something.
You have to let the little lizard do it, okay?
Why?
Oh, it was gonna be a great moment.
It hurts him so much.
It's fine.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Grador, my hero.
No, Kui was already there. Anyways,
I'm gonna walk over, pick up Bob, and give him a big hug, and go, "Damn, I knew you had it in you."
now you are awake and you are in pain.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You just knocked me across the room. I'm impressed.
Knock you across the room, you hit me back into the weird circle.
And you knocked me clear back to the entrance of the library. Holy shit. Oh, my head.
I'm gonna look to the others and I look back at Grador. Are you fucking with me right now? Is this a joke?
No.
Bobbin,
Is he telling the
Tell me-
truth?
Bobbin, tell me about your tattoos.
What tattoos?
You have something.
I
on
look
you.
at my arm.
You do see a faint fading purple.
What, you mean this purple stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty new. I died, a dragon hit me or something. Like half my arm was gone and then I woke up and then I had these. I also have these like weird eyes on the back of my hands and on my forehead.
Yeah. So that is definitely not just some artist work. That it seems to be like when you step inside that, you become something else, and that ignites a bright purple. And so you see how big this guy is. You sent him through that door. Not the close
How?
one here at the stairs. The one that we walked through to enter this dome.
Okay, but I'm like a quarter of his size. How the hell did he go through that door?
I don't know. Like the way you looked, you were like almost not standing. Like you were standing so light, it was almost like you was being slightly lifted as whatever you did.
As this conversation is happening, Lumeris and Lannister, you arrive back at camp. Your companions are nowhere to be found.
What about my 22 on the Arcana check I did on Bobbin?
We're gonna get to that once everybody's around.
Oh, okay.
So you're telling me I stepped into the magic circle that gets rid of curses, and my tattoos that I don't remember getting until after I almost died started to glow purple, and I sent Grador through the door.
Lumeris and Lannister, you see Grador come flying out of the entrance and go right back in to the library.
Lumer doesn't even land. I'm flying straight through that flipping doorway.
Yes,
Not even.
everybody, you see a giant swan come crashing.
What the fuck is that? What the hell?
Draw weapons.
What is happening?
Am I
I
still?
saw Grador fly through the door. What happened?
Am I still hugging Bobbin?
Yes.
I'm gonna reach
what
around
did you
and
do
pat
to Bobbin?
Grador on the back.
Bobbin gave his best attempt at knocking me the fuck out, and it was awesome.
Wait.
I don't know what
Bobbin,
happened.
that was you throwing him out that door.
That's what they're telling me.
Everybody wanted me to knock him out, and I ended up knocking him into the circle, and then he glowed purple, and then a psychic hand hit me, and I went flying.
Did you just say circle?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
that's
that thing in the
big
middle there.
medallion thing. Look at the top. Like, do you see how it shimmers? Like, it's some kind of deep arcana. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
When I step into it, my curse disappears. So does his, but it's worse 'cause he starts bleeding
You're-
everywhere.
And when I step into
Mine
it,
is
apparently my
terrifying.
tattoos glow.
Yeah,
Your curse disappears.
when I walk into it, all my skin comes back except It's like I don't have a curse, so it tries to heal itself by bleeding everywhere.
It's kind of crazy. He bled on me a little. That
It's
was
kind
a
of
moment.
terrifying.
Well, but it's just
Speaking
covered
of
in blood.
which, there's definitely some on the floor. Don't worry, we didn't kill anybody. It's just me.
It's just me.
The meta
So
thing was
I'm
okay.
gonna
And
look at Smog. I'm gonna point at the blood on me. I'm like, is this like contagious?
It's not contagious, but it's very venomous. Please do not
I'm gonna
get
swipe
that
at
in
it. I'm
your
gonna
eye.
try to get it off my arm even harder. I'm gonna swipe at it.
Lannister's gonna get off of Lumerus, and kind of slowly walk towards the center of the bubble that the party is talking about.
Are you not just not going to explain the weird swan?
Oh, I need it.
I pipe up. It's me, Bobbin.
What? I thought you were a rabbit.
For the record, this
thought
is
you
the
were an
only time that
eagle.
they have witnessed you wild shape into something. Bobbin
no,
was not present for you turning into that bird back
yeah.
in Ziomara.
Well, they
Bobbin
saw-
has no
they
idea
saw-
you can do this.
Well, they saw me
it real
go wolf
quick
mode.
and turned right around.
I don't know if
Well,
I
they
was paying
saw-
attention.
Why am I
we
still
were
hugging
falling
you?
through the air.
Yeah,
I
We're
don't
falling
know.
through the air.
And I just dropped Bobbin.
Oh, show me. Where is this?
It's right there in
It's
front
there.
of you. It's that
Step
thing.
right in there. I hope you don't have any curses or anything that like you don't want people to see, because
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I saw Lannister
Um.
like do weird shit with the dragon.
I think I say as you step back, I just take like a shot in the dark, and I speak in thieves' cant. So you are hiding something.
Who's this to?
That's when he walks back to me, like past, like steps away from the circle. I want to kind of whisper